Hi friends, I'm Laura.
And I'm Jason.
We're with Gilkey Real Estate, and today we're talking about the pros and cons of living in Orlando. Pro number one is no surprise, it's the weather. People move here every day. In fact, we have 1,500 people a week that move here because of the beautiful weather here. But let me tell you, it's really the most gorgeous from about November till usually about April or May. We really live for this time of year. In fact, today is December. It's a beautiful breezy day in the 70s, and this is why we love it here.
Another pro, no state income tax. So if you live in California, New York, somewhere in the Northeast, you're used to paying federal income tax, a state income tax, and in some cases, even a local income tax. So here in Orlando, we don't have a state income tax, no local income tax, so you get to keep more of your money in your pocket.
Another big pro of living in Orlando is the lifestyle. And now I'm not just talking about Disney. Everybody knows about Disney, and a couple decades ago that was a big draw here, and it still is. But there is so much more to see in this city, to see and do. We have a couple of sports teams. We've got a new soccer stadium. We've got a new arena for our basketball team. We've got the Dr. Phillips Performing Arts Center. We've got just a myriad of all kinds of restaurants. So if you're a foodie, this is a great town to be in. There's tons of shopping. We have everything from the outlets to high-end shopping at Millennium Mall and just everything in between. But there is so much to see and do here. So really just an endless number of activities.
So another pro, Orlando has turned into an international city. We've got an international airport here. We also have another huge airport in Sanford as well. So whether you're traveling from Orlando or from Sanford, you can get to almost anywhere in the world from right here in Orlando. That also means people from all over the world come to Orlando for travel, for tourism. Whether they're coming here for the theme parks, they're coming here for a conference at our big convention center, or just for other events. Orlando has really turned into a destination location for everyone in the world.
And what's so nice about that is that it has become really a diverse city, culturally, racially. People from all over the world are here. A lot of people call this home. Some people come here for part of the year. So there's just a lot of energy here and just so many different kinds of people. And that's always good.
Right.
Another pro of living here is the economic development that's going on in Orlando. I mean, we have so much momentum going here. Again, it started about a couple of decades ago, really started ramping up the last 10 years. Our Economic Development Committee has worked so hard to attract big companies. I mean, shoot, we have corporate Disney relocating here,
right.
Thousands of jobs that are coming here. And with that, there's just a demand for a certain level of lifestyle. So, we've had a lot of development. We're seeing it in downtown. We're seeing new high rises go up, new condos, new little neighborhoods. I mean, we're seeing a lot, and it's gonna keep going.
Right. And on top of that, we've got UCF here, which is the largest university in the entire country right now. So, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. I went to UCF. I know you did as well.
I did. I wouldn't be able to get in now, but
right. And since I was there, it's a totally different look. I mean, I don't even recognize it anymore when I drive out that way. It's just expanded so much.
Yeah.
Another one of the huge economic drivers in Orlando is the Lake Nona Medical City, which is just a world-class, world-renowned medical city. Ultimately, I mean, it's incredible to go out there and see all the different buildings they've got, all the different resources they have. So again, it's turned into a medical destination for a lot of people, which has created a lot of jobs and a lot of opportunities for doctors, anyone in the medical field.
Yes, and really Lake Nona is almost like its own city. There's
Right.
so much there. They have their own town center. They have 44 miles of trails.
Yeah.
They have all kinds of amenities, lots of neighborhoods. So, I mean, we'll get into that in another video, but so much there.
Another pro, even though Orlando's a big city, there's still plenty of spaces to just get outside of the big city feel. So there's plenty of neighborhoods within a 30-minute drive of downtown Orlando, the theme parks, from Lake Nona even, where you could just feel like you're in a rural area and still be within 30 minutes of all the amenities that Orlando has to offer. In addition to that, within a quick 15, 20, 30-minute drive, we've got some incredible parks, we've got springs, incredible just natural amenities that I know a lot of my friends, a lot of the residents here just love to enjoy.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of springs, but what we also have is two very different kinds of beaches.
Right.
And a lot of people think, well, if I live in Orlando, you'll be landlocked. Well, no, you don't understand. It's so easy to get to the beach. There are some places in East Orlando where you can be at the beach within a half an hour.
Right.
There are other places in West Orlando you can be to the beach within an hour or less. So the East Coast beaches are known for the surfing and the windsurfing and lots of the activities, while the West Coast beaches are more known for being very small child friendly, very family friendly, lots of different kind of water sports, but not a lot of waves, very beautiful crystal clear water. So we really do have some natural resources here that are just beautiful and well within reach. Another pro of living in Orlando is our vast network of roads. So we've really made a lot of improvements in this area over the last few years. We had I-4 Ultimate Project, which is our highway that runs straight through the city. They have increased the width of that, and they've added some express lanes. So that's helped alleviate traffic quite a bit. It looks really nice too. And now we have a beltway that goes all the way around Orlando. It's almost complete. They just have one little section to complete in the northwest part. But really, between our public transportation, we have the Sunrail now, and that's expanding all the way to the coast, all the way down to Disney and even Tampa. So we've really improved in this area, and I feel like we're becoming like a grown-up city.
Right. So even though that's a pro, it's also our first con. And because most of the time you're going to get stuck in traffic. If you're driving anywhere from 8 in the morning to 9 o'clock during rush hour times, peak times, it takes a long time to get anywhere, especially if you've got to be on I-4. So the traffic in Orlando, because of all the people we've seen moving here, 1,500 people a week moving to Central Florida. The traffic has overwhelmed the roads. Now, if you're driving off-peak hours, it's obviously not as bad. Or if you're on some of the toll roads, if you're willing to spend a little bit of money, you can avoid some traffic. But for those of us who have to get on I-4 every day, it's not fun.
Another con is the weather. So while the weather is wonderful here during the winter, during the summer it does get hot, and it's a little different than the kind of hot you'll find out west. It is humid here, so it feels very moist, and it can be kind of stifling. But you know what? When you're here during the summer, you just have to be either inside or in a pool or on a beach somewhere. The other thing that kind of scares people off a little bit is our hurricanes, but really within Orlando, we're very insulated because we're not on the coast, and hurricanes rarely get very serious here, so it's really not a whole lot to worry about.
So another con is the cost of living. Because we've had so many people move to Orlando recently, a lot of the prices have gone up. Rental prices are up, home prices are up significantly. It's a good thing if you've been a homeowner here for a while, but if you're looking to move to the market, that adds another variable into your decision. Now, that's actually leading into why it's a great reason to work with a realtor if you're thinking of moving to Orlando, because there's so many different neighborhoods, there's so many different areas, and even though the cost of living has gone up significantly, there's still some incredible deals. And still some incredible prices if you looked maybe just outside the city center. So we really try to keep tabs on all the different neighborhoods, all the different locations in Orlando, and where you can find the best bang for your buck if you're looking in this market.
Yes, don't go it alone. You need a realtor that actually knows this area. Jason and I have lived here for so many years. We understand all the neighborhoods. We understand all the pros and cons of the different neighborhoods. And depending on where you work and where your kids are, and there's so many variables that we can help you consider, and we can really help you hone in on where is the right place to buy.
Right. So if you're thinking of moving to Orlando, please reach out to us. You can call us directly at 407-712-3111, and we'd love to talk to you more.
We'll see you soon.